Residual income examples. Okay, so I'm going to give out a couple of examples of what residual income is. I'm going to first give you a example of what residual income is on a personal level and a business level from an accounting perspective. After that, I'm going to actually break it down and what I mean when I speak about residual income, and if you've read the 4-Hour Workweek, what you probably mean by residual income. So, first and foremost, let me show you the accounting examples. Okay, so here's the examples of residual income when it comes to accounting, right? So this is the personal, the way that this works, right? So the personal residual income is very simple to understand. If you've ever had a budget, the money that you try to have left over after you pay your bills is your residual income. And I know that for some of you may sound like a crazy thing, especially if you're waiting for the end of this video. But essentially, here's an example. Frank makes $3,000 a month take home, right? His expenses are $1,000 a month take home. His residual income, which is just his extra money left over, is $2,000 a month. For some of you that would be like, what? $2,000 a month residual leftover income. Later on, I'm going to show you exactly what I mean when I say residual income. Has nothing to do with this. All right, so Frank's business. Now, this is how business residual income works when it comes to accounting. All right, so you have the net operating income, NOI, right? Let's say that that's $100,000, right? Your minimum rate of return that you need is 10%, and your operating costs are $500,000, right? Your residual income is $50,000. All right, so hopefully, okay, so now that we've gone through what accounting says that residual income is, and all of the people who are looking for just accounting examples only, right? Now you understand how that works. Let me dive into how I think about residual income. All right, so first and foremost, I have another example for you. I did a little bit of artwork. We're going to call this guy Robert, right? And Robert is not your typical person seeking residual income. He's not cool with just saying, okay, well, I made this much, I spent this much, so this is what's left, and that's my residual. He's looking for something that allows him to make money constantly, right? And that's really the goal that I think of when I talk about residual income is I want to be able to make money while I'm asleep. I want to wake up, go to work, and be working not for making money today, but to increase my income for tomorrow and the next day and so on. Excuse me. Now, this is Robert, right? Robert works really, really hard, right? Robert is not a slouch. He doesn't believe that he will only work 4 hours on a 4-hour work week. What he actually believes is that the 4-hour work week taught him some very interesting things that help him to become more efficient and how to work smart so that when he works hard, he gets maximum results, okay? So this is not for someone who's looking to say, oh, I'm doing this so that I can only work 4 hours a week. It's going to take you years before you could ever get to that point. And even if you get to that point in the next few years, why would you work less if all you're doing is making more money? Anyway, I'm not going to talk you to death about that. You understand that it takes work. You're an adult or maybe a kid that is smart enough to understand this concept. Let's move forward. So here's Robert, and Robert has goals, right? So first thing Robert thinks about is like, okay, well, I want to get something secure that's consistent that I can count on to make money. So Robert starts a business, but he doesn't start a business thinking about, okay, I have a product that I'm going to sell for $100. I'm going to need to sell 30 of these to make $3,000, and then that's my income. What he thinks about is, I want my income to grow the more customers I have. and I want my income to stay consistent, right? Because consistency is the base of residual income. If your income isn't consistent, it doesn't even matter that it's residual, right? Because if you make $5,000 residual tomorrow, right, and then it dies off in 2 months, right, you've made $15,000 in a year, or in 3 months, that's great, but overall, you don't have what you're after, which is future income for long periods of time. So he focuses on building a recurring income based business, right? So his recurring fees are the ground that he stands on, right? And then what he does is he goes and finds something to invest in that gives him dividends. Now, dividends come from stocks. You can get into real estate investment trusts. There's many different ways to get dividends. And I'm not talking about the dividends that you get when you overpay for insurance, okay? So I'm talking about dividends where you make money back. And the more times you invest in dividend paying investments, the higher your dividend payments get. Now, this is a very long-term strategy, so he's not banking on this to create his lifestyle that he's after. He's a hard worker, but he's also wise because he knows that he won't be able to work hard forever, right? So he invests in dividends. Then he also takes the knowledge that he gains from working with his customers and he realizes two things. He says, I can write a book, for example, right? And this book can help my customers learn more about how to solve the problem that my recurring business solves. Not only that, it can introduce them to my business. So it's essentially like your book turns into your calling card. And he puts it up on sale, right? And he gets royalties. Not only that, he finds other people who want to start businesses the way that he works his business. Say, for example, his business is a gym. Well, he might franchise out his gym. He might do something like that, right? And get royalties on a monthly basis that are also recurring income, right? So now he has royalties, now he has dividends, now he also has his recurring fees from his business. This is a full residual income lifestyle, right? Now, let's say 6 months from now, Robert gets very, very sick, right? Thankfully, he has residual income, but he's down for like 2 months. Cannot work, right? He breaks his arm, he breaks his leg, can't walk, can't move both hands, not coordinated. Because Robert has worked so hard to build a residual income business, because Robert has also been investing in dividend income, because Robert has also been building up his royalty income, if something were to happen to Robert where he can't work for a short period of time or an extended period of time, Robert still has this income coming in. That's, to me, residual income. It's money that you make over and over from doing work for a set period of time or for work that you've already done. That's really the main thing. And if you're looking to build a residual income, you have to have a work ethic. You can't just get into it thinking you're going to work 4 hours, because you may luck out and get a little bit of residual income, but for it to grow and for you to have real success, a real chance at seeing something come out of it, you have to put some time behind it, right? There's no two ways about it. So if you are interested in learning how to build a residual income business, I have Starter's Formula. Starter's Formula is a free course that I put together a few months ago. Now I'm going to tell you this because I've been promoting this for about 90 days now, or actually about 60 days now. At the end of my 90-day challenge, which actually is 29 or 28 days from now, I'm going to be charging probably about $100 for this course. I haven't really decided yet. So if you are serious about building a residual income business, now is the time to get started. It's absolutely free. All you got to do is sign up. You get access through a link in your email. and you go from there. All right, so be sure to sign up to that. The link is in the description, and it will show you everything you need to know in order to build a residual income business online. Thanks for watching, you guys. Hopefully you gained something out of this. Let me know what you learned from this, okay? Are you going to be like Robert, or are you going to be like Frank? Okay, there's nothing wrong with being like Frank. Frank is very successful, but Robert knows how to take care of his future, to me, right? Are you a Robert or are you a Frank? Let me know in the comments. I'll see you on the next video. Take care.